She don't fall. She don't fall. Come on, she don't fall. She don't fall. I know that's what it's like.
The one with the braids.
You better stop. Come here.
Oh, wipe the corner of it. Disgusting. Stop, don't stop.
Keep on, keep on. Keep on. You got that with her? You know what I mean?
Stop!
Oh, you need to calm down. Sorry. Wait.
If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Dukes will kick it away to start. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And he's not going anywhere to start the night as the home team greets their visitors rather rudely.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Now the play fake. Looking deep. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Here's the pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Raging Cajuns will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They'll try it over the left side.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Wicks. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Converts on 4th down, still going. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Wicks. Fires to the big fella. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Dukes are rolling down the field. The option look. Now the pitch. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. Going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 35. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Louisiana. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That one's going to keep him awake tonight as he just missed him. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can...
Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Bringing it back. The tag. Touchdown, Cajuns. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
And finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. He wants it all. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
James Madison, 7.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. They'll go right back to the run. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana in the lead, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll leave it with him. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The play action fake. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
To the air, it's Wicks. Throws to the back. This time it's complete. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Dukes look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Throw toward the sidelines is caught, but it out of bounds. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Dukes come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They kick it away on fourth down. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll run play action. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. The Raging Cajuns come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Behind the chains now on second and long. These corners going to give them some space. They're working that left side. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now on 1st and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Touchdown, Louisiana! Fitted in the window for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off-play action on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move quickly to the tight end.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Off-play action. He wants to take the top off. Brings it down on the right side. Out of bounds at the 14, and the big-time offensive play has them set up.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense...
Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Dukes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quick strike complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes!
Man, Nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught near the sticks, it's Harris. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Defense showing blitz here. From the red zone, looking for a space. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Cajuns. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
14.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Back to throw, it's Wicks. He turns that loose down the right side. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, James Madison. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man, it's Faulkner. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The give on the inside. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Louisiana.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Oh, he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal. Missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Raging Cajuns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep...
Breaks into the open. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Floats it out in space. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Using the quick game. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Dukes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I love the jet sweep call. They're close to the goal line because it's a bang-bang play. He's in motion. The quarterback gets the ball right away, hands it off, and there's just too many things happening too quickly for the defense to be able to find the football, and they're able to run it in for the score.
James Madison, 28.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Complete to the right. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. And the Raging Cajuns with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. And they take it in for 6 more points. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
To the air, it's Wicks. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The kick is on its way. Catches it at the 30. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Past the 40. Got a lot of room to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Louisiana.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
James Madison, 28.
And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. He might want another play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab down the middle. At the 40, there he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The Dukes racing to the line in the hurry up. To the air on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Quickly complete. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Wicks. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
And back to the air on second down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
Making side adjustments here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. Quick strike through the air for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And he tacked on the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hold it, finds his man on the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Toss to the outside. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Trying play action. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Caught over the middle. It's Kingsbury. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cajuns.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Louisiana, 56. James Madison, 35.
And he's not going to take the touchback. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. We can only imagine more fireworks ahead here in the fourth. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Wicks. Makes the grab.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Dukes are in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Dukes!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Louisiana has it back in the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
The Raging Cajuns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. That's caught. It's Kingsbury. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback making adjustments. They're backed up, and they'll just throw it again. Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Wicks. Shoots it to the left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the Raging Cajuns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Extending the play. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Bunch formation for these receivers. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. Quick strike through the air for the score. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for...
Going for it all. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time. And the offense
Throws toward the end zone. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
That pass is well